In today's episode, we are tackling a project in 2 hours and fixing this closet without spending any money. This project is all about using what you have and trying to figure things out in real time, even if you haven't done certain things before. So it's all figure-outable, and it's going to look like this. And that's only half of it. Why do I have so many pillows? This is a whole situation. This is a problem. You are going to see snowflakes of dust. Can I do it without taking it all apart? It's all about a lot of questions and self-discovery and giving yourself grace and feeling really good in the end. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I have been in this closet and I look in it and I'm like, yep, fixed it, did it. And more often than not, I come back in a few weeks later and I'm like, it's destroyed again. I think the thing I don't like about this closet is wire shelving. I don't love it. I'm right in the conundrum of, do I gut the whole thing and redream all over? Or do I make do with what I have? Which I usually do. Let's be honest, I feel like most people do, because closet stuff is stupid expensive. But at the end of the day, you're just grabbing your clothes. You want it to be organized, but it doesn't need to be crazy. I think I just need to stare at it some more in order to daydream and see what comes to me. I bought these cute bins thinking they would solve all of my world problems. I was disappointed when they did not. Like, why do I have so many pillows? I also think the shelving's all wrong. I kind of feel like I have Tinkerbell on my face. I purposely chose this time because I have about 2 hours before my daughter comes home from school. And I need anchors of time for that in order to not spiral. It also puts fire under my butt to really try to be efficient and work quickly. Anytime you start one of these projects, the important thing to remind yourself is you are going to make a huge mess, and that's okay. You're going to fix the mess, so don't worry about it, okay? But it's going to not look pretty. I highly recommend cleaning the top of your bed for this project, so that's where we're going to head next, and we're going to plop everything there. And we are going to not move the phone so much. I'm sorry if you have like vertigo right now. In case you're wondering, I have a golden retriever that is right here because it's not like it's in the middle of exactly where I need to go. Why am I doing this project? That is an excellent question, and I am so glad you asked. The closet is something that you go in almost every day. And for us, that is definitely the case. Closet has changed a lot over time. So much that my wardrobe shrinks as my husband's grows. One of those reasons is because he works in an office most days out of the week. And so that makes sense. He has business attire. But also, I declutter my stuff and he does not. And so my stuff is shrinking. I'm also not a huge shopper when it comes to buying clothes. I will find meaningless ways to spend my money, but it's not on clothes. Sometimes I just wear things until they start falling apart. And then I'm like, I guess I'll replace this. It's both the cheapskate part of my life and also, I don't know. Maybe I need to dive deeper. Like, why do I feel like I shouldn't buy myself clothes? Do I not deserve it? No, I think I deserve it. But I think I don't like how expensive clothing is. And that's why I think I would really love a capsule wardrobe, which is where I'm like, I'm allowed to have nice things, but I'm allowed to have a few nice things that I can really mix and match. It simplifies the decision fatigue of putting together an outfit. I'm pretty confident this is trash. The other reason I'm doing this project. So our lifestyle has changed a bit since the last time I've done this closet, and I've done this closet multiple times. My husband has become an athlete to the point that he really has invested in a lot of athletic gear and different types of clothing for running, a lot of water sports, cycling. So he's doing it all. Let's count. Let's have a fun game. How many extra pillows does Heidi own? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one more. 5. So this is a problem. We're gonna put that there. More on this later. I will get back to the full story as to why I'm doing this. I like to control what I can control. And the thing I can control today is making the closet better. I talked to husbando and I said, hey, we've been kind of like living this way. The bedroom is just the bedroom. And I would like to, make it more romantic, make it more cozy, make it just feel more like us right now. Like I feel like it's this transitional space that's sometimes clean, sometimes not. And I really think that the dramatic thing that needs to change is probably flipping the closet completely, which is gonna rock our worlds because I have been on the left side of the closet the entire time we have been married, which is almost 16 years. I did not know my side is wider than his. And I'm like, dude, your shirts are wider than mine. Why do I have this side? You clearly need more space. That's what we're gonna do. I'm a little mad at myself. I should have taken before pictures, but you saw how cluttered and weird it was. It's fine. Remember what I said. You're gonna make a bigger mess before it makes any sense. So don't freeze. Don't get all sad and freaked out. It's gonna look like this. And that's only half of it. Ta-da! All right, I have removed things that belong to me. There's a little bit more, but this is what we're working with. This is a whole situation. This is a problem. One of the biggest challenges about showing you this glorious space is that it's tight enough that it's very hard to find a good angle. So I apologize. Also, you are going to see snowflakes of dust. It's just going to be, they're here to stay. All right, so that's another thing we have to address, but not right now. Team Jim on this side, and then Heidi has just a little, like a little spot. Maybe that's the answer. First things first, my question is, can this grow longer? No, come here. Ow. This is dangerous stuff. By any chance, do they screw into each other? Damn. I don't think I want this up here. But hold on before I get impulsive. Okay, hold on, I see the light. See, this is why we pause before we make a dumb choice. Fine. Can I do it without taking it all apart? Let's play a game of let's hope this doesn't hit Heidi in the head. Most people would just take this whole thing apart, and I think that's what I'm gonna have to end up doing. Remember that time I promised we would figure things out in real time? Yeah, you're welcome. I'm gonna take this whole thing down. Costume change, because it was getting too toasty in here. Okay. Can I put this whole thing on like this without having to do like a crazy step stool? I think that would be kind of cool. Okay. See, I just knew it. Okay, we need to grow up Heidi, and go get a step stool. This is where you have to take a leap of faith and be like, is it still lined up, or do I need to? Okay, it's looking promising. Okay, so now it wants to come undone. Okay. So in my defense, one, this is the second time I have done this. You might be like, wow, I thought she said she was a professional organizer. I do work on a professional home organizing team, but never did I promise that I was a professional at organizing and building a closet system. But you know what? There's always a first time for everything. So just because I'm a little intimidated by this does not mean that I can't do it. It's just gonna take longer. That's kind of the theme of my whole life. It's like, I don't know how to do that, but I'm curious how to do it. So if you just give me a hot minute, I'm gonna figure it out. Would it be faster and better if I asked someone? Probably yes. But the stubbornness and the curiosity in me drives me forward. Here we go. I think I remember the last time I did this, and I said to myself, I should have put it higher, but I was too tired to fix it. So here we are. Oh, you want to know what I stepped on? This. It still hasn't hit me yet whether or not I am actually solving a problem or if I'm just flipping the closet. This is where, when you're organizing, you kind of just have to play. I also am doing this in the hopes that it inspires my partner to be like, oh yeah, I'll go in there and I will declutter my stuff. If you hear a wild boar in the other room, it's the golden retriever I am watching. They have not gone out on a walk and they're letting me know about it. I just endured a flexible instructional day because my kids are out of snow days. And so yesterday I had to make sure and help them get on Zoom calls, and nearly lost my mind, and it was only one day. I think in large part because it reminded me of the COVID-19 pandemic and it gave me PTSD. So the dogs can wait. I think I need this rod. Oh boy. Heidi, come on, it's not rocket science. This is the same size as this. So I need that one. All right, pro tip. This is exactly why I didn't take everything out of the closet, because you can just use the racks to move things around. We never really use this shoe rack. It was a nice idea, but we really don't use it. So I never go shoe shopping because I don't like shoe shopping, because it stresses me out and I get overwhelmed at a store and then I'm like, I don't know what to do. And then I usually leave the store without anything because, yeah, that's life. All right, now that I'm getting rid of this eyesore, we are able to increase the rack size by twofold for my husband and also really maximizing the wall space. I'm so glad I ended up taking all these workout shirts out of the bins and hanging them, so that way he has such easier access to them. And I'm also going to be organizing them by color, so maybe he can weed some out. That'd be so awesome. Just here to say that I appreciate you hanging out with me today, and I'm really curious what you are inspired to do if you are working on a closet or another space that's really annoying you. I think for me, could I be seeking out dopamine by doing this project? You bet. But it's something that bothers me. I'm curious about fixing it, and if we like it, cool. If we hate it, I can guarantee you what I did today is better than what was in here. So I already can tell that I'm liking it better than before. And now this is the part of the project where I am just left with using the items that I already have to recreate this organizational system. So the fact that I now have some extra bins because these used to have the t-shirts, I'm able to play around with the overflow of workout shorts as well as Under Armour type, like underwear, those sorts of things. I don't love these bins for that reason. It's really something I would use in a bathroom under a sink, but it's what we have today and that's what we're going to use. And this is Swim. He's 6 feet tall, so like there's no way that, you can't even see that. There's no way that he's gonna have to take this down in order to get swimsuit, which I don't love. Although I don't love the bins that I have, I also realize that my husband's like, I am going to go through my clothes and I'm going to remove some of these items. And so I might not even need that upper wicker basket, although it looks nice, it's just too high. So I just keep that in the back of my head, and it's all about using what you have. Like these shoe boxes are used for shoes. Remember how I said, don't be scared? Don't be scared because you're going to make a big mess before it's all better. Look at what I did. This is where you can't lose steam, people. You gotta like get a cold drink of water or something stronger, and this is when you put it back together because I got 30 minutes before I have a kid coming home from school. So we're gonna fix this. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1. Okay. I mean, it's not perfect, but my daughter's gonna be home any minute. And we made progress. But let me show you what we did. Reinstalling this rack system for where I needed it to be was easily the hardest part of this job today. So by the time I got here, I just had fun playing with my own clothes, which always feels more energizing, and finding the best ways that I could reach my own stuff. So it was also just really this nice little corner that I had, so I had already done the brunt of the work, which feels great. So I have minimized the amount of bins that I use, and now I have most of my clothes hung. This is my out of season clothing. Da 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 da. Now there's his side. Such a better use of the wall, I feel like. There's really not a lot of wasted space. We really maximized, I feel like, almost every inch of that wall for clothing. And then over here, I shifted everything over here. And it's not pretty, you know, like there's cutesy things we could do, but it's more functional and it's neat. And that's sometimes all that matters. So over here we have his hanging pants. And yeah, it makes sense. Like all of my stuff fits way more compact, just kind of on this wall. And hopefully he likes it. All in all, I thought that this went really well today for my 2 hours that I had. So you got to see this sped up version, but there are a few finishing touches in here that I would love to do that I just ran out of time to do. One is getting matching hangers. It is my biggest pet peeve in here, along with the wire shelving, but that's another day. So I'm hopeful that by my husband going through his items, I can really weed out the superfluous hangers and get them all to match, like the black velvet ones that hold clothing just so much better. So we're gonna get rid of those hangers. I'm gonna reevaluate some of these bins also, just because I would like a matching look. But for right now, again, it was about using what you have.